is that you think of the 7 wonders of consulting, right? And here are the 7 wonders of consulting in my view. So wonder number 1, fact, preparation, research. You know, it's going to earn a lot of respect from the client for you. And once you're able to earn the respect, you can really move things around. You can make progress, right? So fact. Number 2, the second wonder of consulting, get involved in the problem solving process inclusively. So it's not that you provide a structure of problem solving to people and you just let them solve the problem. Well, you have to get involved with them. And that means sometimes coming in the middle of a heated argument between 2 people and sort of mediating the situation, doing the conflict management, and making progress, driving it forward. So solve the problem, but in an inclusive manner. Number 3, listen, be empathetic, right? One of the challenges with consultants is they do so many projects. Busy consultants do work in different industries all the time. So they always have ready-made solutions like the back of their hand. They know the solution. But the problem is that this takes you into a situation where you look at the problem and you have a solution. It's the same thing that, you know, if you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail to you. So please listen to the client, understand, show empathy, and don't force your solutions from previous experiences on your client. Try to understand, listen, and try to come up with a bespoke solution. The 4th wonder of consulting, jointly build solutions, right? So yeah, you can get into the problem solving process, workouts and all that, but jointly build the solutions, right? Show your value and create a structure, orientation, create an environment, a conducive environment where people actually solve the problems using practical tools and frameworks. And there are so many tools and frameworks that if we start talking about them, we can speak almost an hour about them. So there is Lean, there is Six Sigma, there is VSM, value stream mapping, there is DMAC, right? There's brainstorming, it's brain writing, fishbone diagram, there is failure mode and effect analysis. On the creativity side, there are mind maps, there are 6 hats, there's design thinking, there are G-style workouts, the famous old-fashioned and evergreen SWOT analysis, the 7S, quarter 5 forces, growth share matrix, and the list goes on. So these are tremendous tools, but you learn as a consultant how to go and apply them, rather than talking about these tools from a theoretical standpoint. The 5th wonder of consulting, get everyone on board. If there are client representatives in a meeting, in a session, who seem to be disengaged for some reason, it's your job to engage them and use your positive influence, right? Because there is a reason why your client has hired you. If they can really solve all the internal problems, probably they don't need to hire you. You are a third person who can earn their respect. And as a third person, you can be a person who is a go-to person for every single guy who is involved in the process. So getting everyone on board is so important, and using your powerful positive influencing skills is the key to the victory. The 6th wonder of consulting, in my view, is negotiate. So whenever you see that there are 2 client departments or divisions or individuals in a meeting, in a setting, who are kind of having opposing views to each other, this is going to hamper the progress of your project. It can also jeopardize your project, right? Your payments can delay as a consultant. Your name can be spoiled as a consultant. So make sure that you negotiate, you manage conflicts, and you are ready to take a hard stance if necessary to make progress, right? So at some point in time where you just feel that as a consultant, a lot of people are challenging you, which will definitely happen, because to be honest with you, when you go to a client's location or facility as a consultant, a lot of people think that you are some consultant, and actually they think that you do not have any working experience. And that's where it is very important that you earn the respect by number 1, which was fact, preparation, research. And once you have the client's respect, a lot of people would be willing to listen to you, even if you give them like a tough talk or a hard talk to people. Now, the 7th and the final wonder of consulting from my side, and you may have your own wonders as well, is, learn how to present, learn how to communicate through, presentations, through data, through email, through events and all that. You measure the results of whatever you are doing, because what gets measured gets done. What gets measured gets better. And once you propose the solutions, you follow up, you adjust, you reapply, you tweak, and you make sure that the things keep moving, right? So it's not just about having a very good knowledge. Your presentation ability and a skill is very important. Several years ago, I was in a meeting with a very large consulting firm, and we had a very good discussion, myself and the senior consulting manager over there. And the guy, before I left, he just stopped me and said, "Hey, you know what? We won't be able to give you an assistant." So I smiled and I said, "Look, you know what? I don't need an assistant because I just do my stuff myself." So this is another important thing, that if you have too many assignments or too many projects, it's very important that you focus on communication, because many clients, they actually look forward towards you in terms of how you present data and how you present facts. Sometimes you may have great consulting assignment results, but you are unable to present the data to them. Another important thing is that, as a technical person, at times you may have a tendency to go too deep into the technical affairs, while the people who are sitting in the room belong to the senior leadership. So they speak a different language and they would like to hear a different language. So if you are trying to talk to them in terms of items or areas which are too close to the field, they may not be interested in that. They would like to know what's the bottom line impact on the profit margin, how your actions and steps will translate into additional sales, improvement in quality, reduction in cycle time, improved delivery for the customer, a better net promoter score from the client, a better feedback from the client, or improving the overall productivity or efficiency in their plant or the factory or the core operations. So speak the right language. So communication is a very, very important factor. And finally, as I always like to say, that people talk about disruption all the time. Look, disruption is not coming. People say AI is coming, artificial intelligence is coming. Disruption is not coming. AI is not coming. It's already here. 67% of the people actually do not know that they are using AI. They are using artificial intelligence. They do not know that. 67% according to a survey. And you understand these surveys change every minute, every second these days. So the data is increasing, the data is changing, the data is fast evolving. So my final message is that disruption is here. Disrupt or be disrupted.